Hey guys, my name's Ben and this is your midweek review. So this last Wednesday night we continued on in our Reach series looking at the E, which stood for entrust. Entrusting God with our friends, family members, teammates, co-workers, whoever who doesn't know Him. We want to come to God knowing that He is the only one who saves, and we need to come to God with those friends in mind in our hearts and lift them up to God, saying, God, would you reach them? You see, we have an enemy who's at work in this world and he is blinding them to the truth, and God is the only one that can take those blinders off. And then He calls us to go out on that battlefield and to start sharing that truth. It's like us calling in air support before we ever jump into the war, and God lays it all out for us. The enemy is running away and we can bring that truth in. We call this kind of prayer on behalf of others intercessory prayer. It's the idea of stepping between someone and their enemy. And so it's us stepping between our friends and family who don't know Christ and stepping between them and the enemy. But if we go out there in our own strength, we're gonna fail. We're gonna fall short, because not only are we trying to face an enemy far greater than us, we're trying to save people without God, who is the only one who can save. We need to entrust the lost into God's hands. And then on top of it, we have this awesome opportunity to entrust one another, to come to one another and to share, hey, this is the person I'm trying to reach. Can you join me in prayer? Hey, I was having this conversation with a friend and I don't know exactly where to go with this next thing. Can you kind of walk me through some of your understanding on these parts of Scripture, on what God does in these areas? To sit down with a friend and to say, hey, I've been having these doubts in my own faith and I'm just not sure about these things. Can you help me understand? Can you pray for me? And when we sit down and entrust one another and have these kind of conversations and we start to talk about our faith, it is incredible how much we grow in our faith. And then when we step onto the battlefield to share our faith, we are much more confident because we understand the one who goes before us. Guys, I'm so excited in this series and I cannot wait to move on this next week. It's gonna be awesome. Bring a friend, don't miss out. By the way, I wanna remind you guys, we've got Dare to Share Live coming up here in a little less than a month. The cost, remember, is $35 and you gotta bring money for 2 fast food meals, but that's on October 13th. We're going to Denver, leaving here at 5:45 in the morning. I know it's super early, but it is so worth it. Get signed up through the Realm app. There'll be a link for that just below this video, so check that out and get signed up as soon as you can. It's gonna be awesome. We love you guys and can't wait to see you. We'll see you later.